Yes.
Okay, cool. It doesn't
We about
sound
to
crazy.
start the show live. We just talking. We just talking, so we just
Okay.
started.
Just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure you could actually hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. How do I
Okay.
sound?
You sound good.
Okay, cool. All
Yeah.
right. We live 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, not bad. It could
Late
have
to the
been
party. It could have been a lot worse.
it could have been so much worse.
Hmm.
Oh man.
All right.
I've
Well.
sent out to some people. We've got some people coming.
Hmm.
I know some people were excited about it being on a Monday. Oh, and then also Judy sent me, because Spanish with Judy is tonight. So she
Okay.
sent me something that we can put up later if you want
Okay.
to help advertise.
Okay.
How was your day, Mike? Mine's been hectic.
It was pretty good, and then you know it's always an adventure. So.
Listen, everything that could have gone wrong today
Hmm.
went wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Why is
Today
that?
has been, well, what I told you earlier. Something happened with my daughter's school stuff that we had to like immediately fix.
Hmm.
It's month end, so work is also like it's a mess.
Mm,
But yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
got you. All right. Thank you for the
yeah,
the link and everything like that. I gotta go share this out now. But we didn't do our typical intros that we usually do. So
no. But I
yeah,
mean, we can do it now. Hold on, I want to see. Okay, no, I can hear you better like this. Okay,
yeah. Oh yeah, I did realize you got headphones on.
yeah.
Did you have
Does
headphones
that
on the last
happen
time?
like that? I did. Yeah.
It came and it went. I don't even remember. So
Well,
I
you were in the
apologize.
car, so I don't know if you really got a chance to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
But good. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say every time that I brought up tonight's topic to people, I've got a lot of interesting. Hey, Taz, welcome. I've got a lot of really interesting responses. Most people was immediate no,
Hmm.
as you probably could guess.
Right.
Most people's response was immediately no. But I do think it'll be interesting for us to be able to, explore it from all different possibilities, of people who have chosen to wait, and then with the pros and cons, and also the reasons why people do. You
Right.
know, I think it's something that, even though, I mean, I think what's probably really getting us is that at our big age,
Hmm.
we're probably all like, okay, did you see? So I'm going to go ahead and give you Taz's answer. Taz is giving us a strong hell no. He's not waiting. So just to let everybody know, who doesn't know, tonight's topic is we're talking about sex before marriage, and if you are willing to wait, if it's
Right.
worth it.
Right.
Um, and I think that because, like I said, for our big age, we're automatically thinking absolutely not. Because I mean, most of us at this point have already like done the gambit of things, and of course, we're
Hmm.
like, it's like one of those. I think Sabrina said it was kind of like a try it before you buy it kind of thing. Like you wouldn't buy a car without test driving it, which is the craziest way to talk about this and to talk about intimacy. However, I think I think the difference is putting sex into context of if you're thinking about it as a purely physical thing
Hmm.
versus if you're thinking about it as a spiritual connection.
Right.
And um and not just like from a religious standpoint, but like the spiritual connection between two people, and what those things might mean if you decide to like not engage in sex before marriage. And I think
Right.
people who choose it definitely probably think about it in those terms when they make that decision,
Right.
and not just purely about the physical.
Right. So, um, me and you were talking about it before, like when it comes to sex before marriage, like
Mhm.
how there are people who waited until marriage and then when they got married, found out
Right.
they didn't like it. Like they
Yeah.
didn't like. They wish they didn't wait. I should say like that.
Yeah.
They wish they didn't wait.
Hmm.
So like that's the actual thing. Like a lot of people get into they think that like you're saving yourself for something, and what happens if it ain't worth what you were saving it for? You know,
Right.
like what happens when your partner might want a little bit too much and you don't want that? You know, what
Yeah.
happens if the flip side happen and you want more and your partner is not going to deliver? You know, like
Mhm.
you feel like you've wasted your time. You know, especially if you got married to the person, like you get married and then it don't work out. Now you
Yeah.
got a whole problem on your hand.
I think Mel was even saying that she knew a couple who had chosen to wait.
Mhm.
And so I asked her, you know, where was it like, did the marriage last? Was it successful? Like, did it work? And she was saying no,
Mhm.
because she felt like because they were trying to get to that part,
Mhm.
they rushed the courting process. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Rushed
So
the
they
process.
wanted to hurry up and get married so they can.
Yeah.
Okay.
So which that's an interesting, like, you know, way to look at it. Like, and I didn't even think that could be an issue, but
Mhm.
I get it though. It makes sense
Right.
how that could be like a kink in it if you, or if you're thinking about it from the context of, let's just hurry up and get it done so we can get to this point. Because obviously, you know, it was something that mattered. Obviously,
But when it came to that,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, most definitely. Yeah. So, let me ask you this:
Hmm.
for you, have you ever had
Hmm.
a point in your life where you felt as though you wanted to wait, or
Um,
have you always kind of been open to just like, nah, next person come along, we'll do something.
no, okay. So I will say this: there was a period of time when I was younger. Um, it was like right out of college, and I felt like I had been through these series of like sort of really meaningless, pointless sort of relationships with people, and just like, you know, not like I felt guilty or bad about it, but you know, I felt like I had given a lot of my time, energy, space to people that didn't really like deserve it. You know what I mean? Like I was just kind of
Mhm.
like doing my thing, and I think after having like multiple relationships that just didn't kind of like, nothing came out of it, I kind of like was reevaluating, well, maybe I'm just like, it made me feel like I was giving my body to people who didn't even deserve that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was
Right.
just like, they didn't deserve that time, and so then we were building these meaningless connections that there wasn't any real like depth to the connection. It was just
Right.
strictly physical. Or I would have like people who just kept popping back into my life, like wanting some sort of connection, a mostly physical connection, but there was nothing there. So I started to like reevaluate like just who and how I gave my time to people. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I didn't necessarily say I was going to wait till marriage, but I was definitely telling people at the time, like, this is not, we're not about to jump into this. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
we're not jumping into it right away.
Right. And a lot of people feel like they probably have to jump into these relationships and,
Definitely.
or jump into something, getting married and all the other stuff. And you don't have to. Like
No.
you can take your time. But here goes the fun stuff. What do you think about like, yeah, what like sex before marriage, but there's always that one thing that obviously sound like it did not happen was the
Yeah.
communication factor. Like, how
Right.
did y'all communicate with each other? With like beforehand, like what did y'all like, what did y'all want to try? What is things that y'all think y'all, that y'all comfortable with and stuff like that. Like
Right.
stuff like that obviously did not happen.
I think now that people are more open to being sexually free, I think that's another downfall. Like if you guys don't talk about it,
Hmm.
or like let's just say, so here's, I think it's twofold. One, it's younger couples, maybe that neither one really have that much experience, right? And
Hmm.
so then you get into it, neither one of you know what you really like or want, you know, so you don't really know, or you might have an idea, but you really haven't been there. And so then when you
Yeah.
get to it, maybe there's that conflict of, oh, I really don't like this, or I'm not, you want to try something and then your partner doesn't want to try something, but you guys haven't had the conversation because you're not doing it. You know, we're not doing it, so we're not having the conversation. And then I think it's the interesting part of men or women who choose it midway through, they've been dating, they've been having relationships, whatever, with people,
Hmm.
and we're choosing not to have sex before marriage. Um, I don't know what you like.
Right.
I don't know if you're into the same things I'm into. So now we're married. And I want you to tie me up or whatever. You know what I mean? And you're like, whoa, what? You know what I mean? But we've gotten to this point and we haven't even experienced this with one another and had this discussion. And then I think you were even talking about you knew someone who they just weren't experienced. You know, that they're like, you know what I mean? Like the experience wasn't there.
Yeah.
But by the time they got into the relationship, they wanted to try new things, and the other person just wasn't on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah. So my one of my friends is married, and when she was everything for him, first virginity, marriage, everything. Waited until then. But when they got into it, now I don't know if it's confirmed. Like I didn't get the information of if it was bad or not. What I got was she wanted to try more things and he didn't. He wasn't trying to do that.
Right.
So when he was like that, it it could potentially hurt their relationship.
Yeah, I
So
get it.
yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Which makes
you do
sense.
run into situations where that happens. Like when people, you know, y'all are like not compatible sexually.
Yeah.
And I feel like even if you did have the conversation, the compatibility might be trash. Like y'all actually might get into it. He probably don't know how to stroke to the right way. Like shit like that happens. Like.
But honestly, though, like, can you imagine? I think I wonder if it's different. Tell me if you think it's different for women versus men.
Okay.
What's up, Mel? I already know what Mel answer gonna be.
Word.
What's up, Mel? Well, tell me if you think it's different for women and men. Let's say
Mel showed up.
Right. Let's say you waited, married. She wasn't good in bed. Do you say to yourself, I can teach her? Or do you say, oh no, what have I done?
So
invite your friend Mel, please. Tell her to come. I want to hear what she has
to say. Invite your friend. I would love this. But so do I really want to feel like I'm teaching somebody something? Or do I want to
yeah.
Let me not be the ass.
If you love this person, you married them, right? You love them, Abby.
But okay, so yeah, it's obviously learning curves, but you just can't. Y'all both can't be stubborn about the situation,
right?
Like do what's comfortable, but at the same time, like I don't know, you might have to let that. I don't know. I don't know. That's tricky. I hate this. It sucks.
You not knowing, like, oh,
I hate this.
I don't know. But no, like,
would you though? That's the part. Would you be willing to, like, let's say, like I said, here we go. That point I made. He trying to hit to the. You like it to the left a little bit to touch something.
Yeah.
But he not doing that, and it's like, bro, I need you to do this, but he like not doing it. Like, what do you do in that situation?
And this is why I said it's different.
Answer. I'm coming off the camera.
Okay, this is why I said it's different. I think it's different for women because me just simply sitting here thinking about I've married a man and he's bad at sex. One, I've got to figure out how to tell him that he's bad at it. Two, we've got to get to the point like that's like what a pressure cooker for a relationship. To like now you have to tell your spouse that he is bad in bed. Okay, first, like, what do you mean? Okay, can you imagine like having to tell your spouse that you're not married to, this sucks? Okay, now we have to get over that hurdle. Then I have to teach him how to, because then what if he never gets it, Mike? What if he never gets it? But look, Mel, I see. Okay, Mel says, let them know. If I'm married to him, I'm gonna have to tell him. I gotta tell him. But so now, I have to tell my now husband that he sucks in bed. Okay.
Hmm.
I gotta tell him I'm not. This isn't giving what I wanted to give.
Right.
We're newlyweds, and I'll have told you you suck in bed. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And either A, one, he's gonna be receptive, or two, he's gonna be pissed. So now we gotta get over
Right.
that hurdle. Okay.
Right.
And let's just say he's receptive. Now I have to try to teach this man, which if he's receptive, maybe he wants me to teach him. Maybe he
Hmm.
doesn't mind me telling him what I like versus what I don't like. But if he isn't, can you imagine telling a man? Can you imagine somebody tell? Oh, here we go, Mike. If somebody told you this ain't it, how would you respond?
Can I eat your pussy?
Mike. Mike, that's not the answer. That's not the answer. Oh God. For like forever, she's gonna be like that. Wait, every night? That's it? That's what we're doing? Now listen, great answer. Kind of, but that's not no. Oh my God.
Well, we know what Mel gonna do. She gonna send him home. So
Hey, listen. Right, Mike, listen.
what?
First off, hey,
Why
how
I
you
got
doing?
log off? Who is this?
Listen.
Is this Mel's friend?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, that is your friend.
Yay! Welcome
Hi.
to the. Listen, you can come in
Welcome.
the box if you want. You can. She can send you the link. You can come up in here
I could
and
hold
talk, and
on.
you can bring Mel with you.
Hold on. Let me get them. I'm gonna send it to Mel so she can send it to her.
There you go.
Listen, Mike, that's not you. Okay, but Mike, what I meant to say was how the better question. Let me reformulate this question for you. How are you going to feel if she says this is not it? What is your response before you say that? Like, how do you feel about this?
I'm not gonna lie. I would feel a little bit down, but I also would probably try to say like, okay, would you like me to do? Like, is there something you
Okay.
would like me to try, or and what am I what am I messing up on at this point?
Right.
Like, am I not hitting it to the left, like I said, or
Right.
like I'm not gonna lie. I guess for me, it would be. Oh no, I don't have issues with sex. Damn.
But I mean, let's just say, for whatever reason, your wife is not like y'all aren't gelling, or whatever you do is that's not her thing, right? And
Hmm.
she's your wife at this point,
Hmm.
and y'all are now into it, and she's like, "Listen, babe, I'm sorry, but something's got to. This ain't it." Like, do you think? I know initially I would imagine like ego bruised, right? Of
Ego
course.
definitely bruised.
But how do you feel like I can't believe she said this to me, or do you feel like let's work this out?
We're gonna work it out. We gotta work it out. You gotta
Right. You
listen.
got to.
Just be honest. You gotta put more umph in your stroke at this point. Like I'm gonna try to jam this shit all the way in there if I have to now.
Jesus.
I just gotta be honest. Like,
Why?
I mean, I gotta be honest. Like, it's I have to go full throttle now. Now I gotta go full retard in that joint.
You definitely do. Now you have to
Mhm.
stand up in it. You got to do everything you
You
can.
gotta look like Chucky when he was like, you ever see that Chucky? Remember the video I got on my page where Chucky was like grabbing at the lady? He's like, ah, like that. You
First
gotta go
off,
straight like that. You gotta get in there now. Like,
the one that you posted, was it today
oh, with the
with the
cat.
cat? Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, that
That's
one was
your
wild.
response. That's the response.
Yeah, that cat one. I ain't gonna lie, that cat
Literally,
one was
the response
wild.
you just gave me is that
That
cat.
cat one
I
was wild.
cannot.
Listen, I told Milan, I said I'm a post a cat one. I was like, yo, I'm gonna post a cat one. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna post a cat one. The fact that he thinks no, listen. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not a jamming in it. I just don't know
Not
how
a
to answer a
jamming.
question that don't relate to me.
I'm
That's
crying.
the biggest problem. I don't know how to. It don't relate to me, so it's hard for me
I'm
to
crying.
register what's going on. Like, I do have sense, Mel.
I'm
I
in
do.
tears. The fact that he said he just gonna have to jam it all in there.
Mhm.
What were you doing? Saving
No,
something?
you ever see that video where they show the train going inside the hole and it's like pow, and then it opens it up again like pow, and
No,
it
that's
forces it
not.
with. No, okay,
No, Mike. No.
my bad.
The way. Oh my gosh, I can't. Wow. All right. So that's Mike's response. That's how Mike would handle it.
I'm sorry.
No, Mike. Oh wait. Oh, that's. I mean, do you think anybody? Mike, hold on. Question: do you think anybody has ever faked it with you?
Never.
Oh, you think that no one's never?
No
How
one
do
has
you
ever.
know this?
Oh, believe me, I know. Okay. So, as a connoisseur, right? I'm gonna make sure that you're not faking it because I'm gonna go down there first, and then I'm gonna do my thing to make sure you ain't faking it. So even like when penetration happens, believe me, movement matters to me. Movement matters. What's going on down there matter. If you are getting wetter and all the other stuff, I know that I'm doing something. If I start seeing creams and all types of shit,
Okay, but you
if
do realize that we can be aroused and still
uh-huh,
get wet, but not orgasm.
you going orgasm, that's not how I would do it though. Like I've never had a complaint with that one.
Melissa, you
Point.
was always there, right?
And
You were
listen, we're not
always
talking about back when I was a young boy and I was hitting them with the rabbit strokes. That was what it was at that time. I wasn't a pro yet, like you said.
the way
You
I
was
almost screamed
listen.
when he said rabbit strokes.
No, listen. When you call it the wascally wabbit, you remember how what's the name used to talk? Elmer Fudd with the wabbit. Yeah, I was to hit him with the wabbit strokes.
So done.
It was one of these things where it was like this. Look, like you like you didn't even know what was happening. Like ultra instinct just, and you're like, yo, did
But
something just happen to me? Yes.
I can't. I'm in tears. I can't. I can't do this. I cannot do this.
The
What the?
wabbit, yes. No, not rabbit, wabbit. Wabbit. Wabbit strokes.
Wow. I don't even
Yeah.
know.
The wascally wabbit. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Listen, y'all, look, every woman in here has
Happy
got the
Monday,
rabbit stroke
everybody.
before. Every woman in this chat has got the rabbit stroke. When you sit there and gotta look at them like, slow the fuck down next time. Like, slow down, take your time.
Let me tell you this: if I waited till marriage and my
What's
husband
up with
hit me
these?
with the rabbit strokes, if I waited till marriage and my husband hit me with the rabbit strokes,
Hmm.
I would consider all my life choices. I would reconsider them all.
Now I'm gonna say this. Obviously, if you packing and you want to hit somebody with the rabbit strokes, that is not good. That's not cool. You don't hit people with the rabbit strokes and you a fucking 20-inch penis or some shit like that. You don't do that. That means you deep in there and you just as fast as you possibly can. Yeah, that's yeah. Thinking about it obviously hurts. So I understand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, but okay, hold on. I gotta gather my thoughts because I feel like there's something that I'm missing. That I feel like there's something missing that I
I'm
want to
taking this
say.
conversation to the far left.
We went so left so quick. Like it, we're
That's the truth,
26
bro.
minutes in, and we went. Okay, so, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Don't you think if we choose to wait, that we still do have
18 to 20.
conversations?
Hmm.
Right, saving 18 to 20. Like, don't you think we have conversations like about sex though?
Hmm.
So let's say we're waiting. Do we still like have conversations about sex?
Yes, you do. You gotta have constant. But you know, there's a trick to it. Obviously, I get why you're saying it because we probably understand the same exact thing that y'all can turn each other on based off of what you're saying. So,
Absolutely. Well, except for Mel,
so
'cause Mel doesn't do phone sex.
yeah, Mel's just gonna send them home. But
That's not work for Mel.
Mel gonna send them home. She gonna send her husband home. Y'all want to hear that again? She gonna send her husband home. He
To
is to
his
have
house.
his own house.
To his home.
He gotta go home.
Mel, you probably could wait till marriage.
Mel definitely can wait to marriage. What? She gonna be sitting at the window, just put her boobs up against the window, like, hey, and then like he all the way over there, like, I want to come. She's like, nah, you ain't
Nah.
getting over here. You ain't touching this. I can show you, son. You ain't touching that. She probably over here, like, what? Why this guy? Why is everybody putting the attention on me? You know how you get down, Mel.
Hold on. I'm gonna look for a little statistical number here.
Yeah, you definitely gotta have. He said, "I'm not waiting either." Oh, never mind.
She not waiting, and he got to go home.
The way Mel talk, I would feel bad if she was like in the heat like a cat. Like, oof, she gonna come over with the suit on and just kick your fucking door in. Like, bitch, I told you, 8 o'clock. He be like, it's 8:02. I said 8 o'clock. Like, I can see that.
Conversations before, during, and after.
Yes, I'm sorry, I took it way too fast. Yes, you gotta have
So,
conversations before,
so
after.
here's my question though. Like, I think one, but doesn't it make it more difficult though? Here, my thing is, if I'm talking about sex, I'm going to want to have sex. You
Yeah,
know,
that's a hard
like I
thing to do.
can't talk about it and not desire, like not desire to have sex. Like the more we talk about it, the more I'm gonna want it, right? So
Exactly.
is that something that you're avoiding because you don't want to like? Because I feel like if, especially if we didn't come into this relationship as virgins, right? If we didn't come into the relationship as virgins and we're talking about sex, I feel like it's just going to stir up the want and the need to want to go ahead and have it.
Right.
But I do feel like we have to have some sort of supplemental activity if we're talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And does that said supplemental activity equal to sex? Not penetration.
So remember we talked about this
Non-penetration.
before. So
Yes.
non-penetration sex. So you're doing sex before marriage, regardless.
Right. That's. I mean,
But
that's.
y'all listen. But now, like we're talking about now, that's the conversation you can have. Sex before marriage is. Are you doing? Are you saying non-penetration sex before marriage? Because
Right.
you can say that and it'd be like, listen, I don't want penetration before marriage. I want to
Right.
be penetrated before marriage. But the other stuff, we all game. You can tear me down and I can tear you down. Like that's all to go. So you on the gangster league.
Oh my bad. Sorry. I know. I was trying to make sure that I could, if it was like I could see it and hear it.
You're all good. But yeah, like that's one of the
Okay.
one of the
Wait.
things. Huh?
You said they had supplemental activity. When you said supplemental, when you say, do you mean like all the other forms of like the other?
This is a current thing. This is like you and your current partner.
Y'all gotta come, please. Y'all gotta come up in here. I want to hear it. I want to know. I want to know.
Me too. Y'all gotta give us give us a little bit
I
more.
need some
So like,
context.
all right, how about this? This is a good question to ask y'all. What is some if y'all were choosing to wait before marriage? Let's all do we are choosing to.
Okay.
What would you do the most? Like what would you do? Would you just fully wait if you're going to commit to it, or would you participate in particular things? And what exactly would y'all participate in? But you cannot do penetration sex.
Here's the thing. What the question is, why are we waiting? One, right? Like, why are we waiting? Is the first thing. Are we waiting? Oh, it's the ex. Oh no, wait. It's the ex too.
The ex-husband. Why should look at the face? Look at the face, like
Okay, so
the
the first
ex-husband.
thing
All
is,
right.
why are we waiting? Like, what are we waiting for?
Mm-hmm.
What is the reason we've chosen to wait?
Right.
Honestly, I'm struggling to figure out a reason that we chose to wait. Is it because we're trying not to focus on the physical and work on ourselves? Okay, let's just say my reason for waiting is we're trying not to focus on the physical and really learn each other on a deeper, more spiritual level, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it also could be religious reasons why we're choosing to wait. Those are two options. I'm trying to think.
Mel said everything, but
Everything but okay, but see, if we're doing everything but that, then aren't we still we're still defeating the purpose? Like
remember,
if
that's
we're
the point.
waiting,
Is that y'all? That's the conversation that y'all had. Y'all had the conversation that we could participate in sexual activity, just no penetration. So you technically are waiting for some form of sex before marriage. It's just not the full on experience. Like, okay, like me, like obviously all of us likes to have sex and do all of it at one time. We're not going to
right?
just give grown ass people not going to just be like, hey, yo, just I'm just putting it in and that's it.
Right.
We're talking about literally licking, sucking, fucking, hawking, spitting, yeah, all of that. Flipping, you gotta do it a whole shebang.
We're doing flips.
If you can do it,
I can't.
if you can do it,
If you can flip, we're going.
if you can flip, we going full throttle.
Now we can be furries. I don't even
I
know
mean,
what
what?
that means. What does that
Who
even
said y'all gonna be
Mel?
furries?
What's a Mel?
No, what the hell?
What is a furry?
A furry is a person that's attracted to they pet. I think.
I'm
That
thoroughly
I think
at
I
this
could
point
be wrong.
thoroughly confused.
I'm putting a time down for something, time stamping. But Mel said a furry.
Well, I don't even. What?
What's going on, Vanessa? Welcome, finally.
Wait, somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what.
Bass, what's going on, brother?
Somebody tell me what being a furry is.
Bass, what's being a furry? Nope, no. I know the person that knows it. Bass, what's being a furry?
Oh yeah, please tell me. Furries hunt with animals?
I forgot that is a furry. That is definitely a furry. Yeah. No, ain't no let's keep it moving, motherfucker. I said answer the question. I will call you live on this thing and put you on speakerphone to make you answer.
First of all, what? And second, Mel, why do you know this?
Because Mel's a furry.
Throw him completely off. Let me take this out.
She gonna be like, oh, that motherfucker dressed up like Garfield. Come on,
really?
Your big orange ass over here.
Hey y'all, Mel
dressed
said,
like Garfield.
Furries together. I feel like I can see everything on this side. I think when I moved it, okay, there we go. So weird.
It's too much to explain. It's never too much to explain.
I mean, if that was the synopsis right there, like that was it. I gotta try it. A hard pass. The minute my hubby says, "Let's get in these costumes and hunch,"
he get to lick his paws like, and then jump on you and pounce like a cat.
We absolutely immediately know. Immediately know.
I don't see an issue with it. Mel, you might be on the side. Might have to try that.
First of all, we're gonna be hot. We're in animal suits.
Listen, do you know? Listen, I already look like one of them Lyanders or one fucking Simba or Mufasa, one of the two. All I gotta do is just put the costume on. I'm good to go. I don't even need a face. Like I'm gonna just sit tall, like on a thing, and hold tall and shit like that, and show my pride.
What?
Show my pride is, and just do like a little. I'm not gonna do the growl right now. Y'all not laughing. They're not laughing at me. But yeah, stand like Simba, and you know.
It's a group
definitely
thing?
encouraging this.
Okay, so all right, let's just play along and say
Mel.
is a thing. Okay.
Of course you would say yes, Bass.
Let's just say my thing is okay, back to what I was actually trying to say. Jesus. Whether we're being furries or participating in all of the other things other than penetration, isn't that defeating the purpose of what we are saying we're waiting for? If we're trying to not focus on the physical, right? If that's our reason, and build a more spiritual connection, or if we're doing it because we're waiting for religious reasons, right? Let's just say that's it. If we're doing everything else, all other forms of sex, including being a furry, because aren't we defeating the purpose?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Just saying, like.
What do you mean? How are we not defeating the purpose? We're still engaging in physical acts. You just ain't put it in me. We're not. What do you mean? No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about like all the other possible physical actions that we could do together, other than penetration, other than vaginal penetration. We're still like we're still experiencing pleasure together.
Basically. But If not tantric bath, we're just talking about non-penetration
I
sex.
I'm gonna show you what Mel just sent me.
Oh
I
my
don't
god,
even know. I would put it up here, but it's gonna take too long. Do you see this? Can y'all see?
what the fuck? Mel is a freak, John.
I'm just saying, like, if we're saying we're not doing it, we I don't think we do anything.
The crazy part is when you had conversations with Mel and you talk to her and you just like, you would never think that at all, like not even a little bit, because you be like, she the sweetest girl and all this other. And he going, look, man, you the worst, yo. It's, look. Of course, you got to get your
Wait,
yes,
you're saying that when you
yes,
saw Mel,
bitch.
you thought she was sweet and innocent? Is that what you're telling me? When you talked to Mel, you sensed innocence?
Can you imagine hanging out with Mel and you see this sweet innocent girl in your mind? You think Mel is just chill, all this other stuff, and then she take you to a party. We all going out and hang out and stuff. She go walk away, come back dressed like motherfucking like she dressed up like some super animal or some shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
right?
she be like, where y'all costumes at? What you mean?
The way we struggle with this is why we struggle with anything that's supposed to be serious but involves sex, because then the way we go off in a tangent is crazy. Thank you though, Amai, for like bringing us back full circle. If the reason is spiritual, I'd say refrain from all sexual activity. But if it's your own reasoning, you make your own rules. That makes sense. I guess I can get that. Like you make your own rules. So, okay, I get it. Here's my thing though. What are other reasons? Am I missing other reasons for like, I don't know why else maybe I need to know some other reasons. You know what I mean? Like for why we're waiting. Maybe I'm missing all the other possible reasons and why it would be a good idea.
Well, you could be.
I think that's my struggle. I think that's why I don't know why I'm waiting. Right. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Are you willing to say what your reasons were? And was it your choice? I got questions. Was it your choice?
Was it your choice? Maybe just not wanting. Oh, you can put that one up if you want.
Okay.
Everybody gets to see what she said.
Okay. That's one. But one might say, "Oh my God, let's look at Mel. Jesus, Mel." Let me just go ahead and take this down real quick. I can't. The way I almost screamed. It never. Okay, but Mel, it don't take a whole engagement to wait for your status. It don't take how long you engaged? 2 weeks?
Mel's a different kind of breed.
I guess trying to figure out, I don't know. Here's one thing we could say though. It had to have worked to some degree like it has to work for some people. Like we come from we're missing the point that there was a whole age and time when people, that was the thing. You were supposed to wait. You know what I mean?
Wait for what? Oh, to have sex?
Yeah. Like my mother very much came from a time of we're waiting.
Your mom's a beast.
Like very much came from that time. Now with my dad, she had already, I don't know if listen, I don't know. I'm just saying based off what she said, I don't know if they were together. She may have not waited because she'd already been married before, but I know that with her first husband, because she got married so young, it was a thing.
Right.
We've talked about it with her first husband, for sure. It was a thing. They waited till marriage. They didn't last, not because of that, but because of other, stuff. But that was a thing. But I mean, it must have worked for some people.
Everybody putting their status up. I love it.
Okay. My reasoning shifted from when I was waiting for religious reasons. Okay. So was it? So was it originally religious reasons, and then you decided that it became something else for you? I'm so curious. Mine is for the friendship, trust, vulnerability, bonding. So do you also would want to wait? I have so many questions. I need y'all like in here. I got like thousands of questions. Only reason. Oh, hold on. I already know this is outlandish. I haven't even finished reading. Okay, I already know. Only reason I'm not waiting because in about 15 business days, I'm not gonna I'm see what I mean? I didn't even finish reading it, and I knew it was going to be completely outlandish. Like I already knew. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You gotta love
Can I
now.
ask you how long were you guys engaged before you got married? Did you wait a long time? And was it your idea or both of your ideas? When I tell you, like, this is exactly how my brain works. When they start the questions, it's a spiral. Okay. It's a trickle down effect. Because now I got
Slow
lots of
down.
stuff I need to know. Was it your choice or was it both of your choices? And how long did you wait? Like, I need to know. Because honestly, let's just say I just know me, right? I think I could attempt to wait. I could attempt it.
Yeah.
And that attempt would last as long as we don't see each other. If we're going to wait, I don't know. I just don't know if I'm
So you can't be around them.
I just listen, I'm not gonna lie. Like I know that it's the whole thing of like not letting the whole like your body being in control of the like I get that's the point, right? Like not trying to live in that moment of like just like the passion of it all. However, you come too close. I know I can't. 6
Oh wow.
months. I haven't been.
Now, how was that after?
Wow. Okay. Was it worth the wait? Like when y'all finally did it, were you like,
And try to do it without that face, because that means you can't stand his ass now.
right?
How was it then?
When y'all finally did it, were you like, okay, this makes
Did
sense?
he try
Like,
to put you through a wall?
did it feel justified? And was it good? I'm sorry, that might be too personal.
Now, I'm gonna ask you a question. Why you doing that? Well, she answers, then if you waited that long, are you trying to make love, or you need somebody to put you through, put you out?
Now, here's the thing, though. I have gone 2 years, maybe over 2 years without sex, but I wasn't with anyone. You see what I'm saying? Like I wasn't dating. And I also probably wasn't dating because I was telling people that I really wasn't having. I wasn't trying to abstain from sex. I think I was just at the time waiting for somebody worth my time, like worth having sex
Worth
with.
the yams.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
keep your yams right. I got you.
So it wasn't like I was saying, oh, okay. Okay. It wasn't like I was like, I'm not having sex. I just wanted to find somebody worth it. You know what I mean? So I wasn't dating at the time because if I was going to be with somebody or have sex with somebody, I want them to be worth the time. That was like I was saying during that time period where I was just like, I'm just going to take a break from just making like purely physical connections with people because this really was, my bad. I just got a text and literally.
From who?
It just threw off my whole train of thought. But wait, we'll circle back, Mike. I promise you. I'll circle back with you. But I waited, but I wasn't with anybody. I don't know if
penetration.
Yeah, yeah, for 2 years. But I wasn't with anybody. If I would have gotten with somebody, you think I would have been? Come on. It was in the moment because he was gentle and patient. Oh, okay. Well, see, that's good.
He took
I
care of
get
you.
it. That's nice. Let's see. I'm fine with sex after the wait. Good or bad, it works for me because I truly got to understand the person and their outlook on longevity. See, okay. I feel like that's such a hold on. I was trying so hard to be serious, but I literally cannot. Hold on. Is it okay if I just call him Meow 19121? Do we
Yeah.
have okay. Listen, I'm gonna call you Furry because I know you said me.
Here, furry. I don't want to admit to it.
Oh, he said it. 100% said loves being a furry. That's such a mature answer.
He's
And
not
I
a
think
bottom.
it takes
Not a
oh,
bottom.
Meow is fine. Got it, Meow. It takes a certain amount of, I think, like certain person, only like a certain kind of person can do it. Like you have to have a certain amount of maturity and amount of patience. I know that I don't possess the patience. I just don't like. I don't think I can do it. I just don't. It's not that I don't understand like the value that you can get from it.
Okay.
I just don't think I'm like capable of it. And maybe that says a lot about me.
Now, here's a question: do you fall all the way back from sexual things, even sex with yourself?
When I choose to like not have sex, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm
You gonna
not.
beat that thing
Listen,
like
like
it
I
owes you
said,
money,
I'm
huh?
not that strong. If I just told y'all I can't wait, you know I'm not that strong. Just be like, I ain't doing nothing. Listen, I would have to be on a real spiritual journey. Okay.
I haven't been chucking.
Years. Why is it 84 years? Hold on, let me stop this for a second. Oh my gosh, not the 84. I can't.
84 years.
Not 84.
I mean, nothing wrong with it. I mean,
84 years.
men,
Absolutely, it is.
these men got to step their game up. You know,
Oh my
not
god.
necessarily her. I'm just saying, period, for anybody. Like when y'all
Right.
don't want to be touched, y'all don't be touched because a lot of the times you just want to, heal, get over some things.
Yeah.
So that's the goal one day, Mel. Yeah.
Not Titanic.
Yo, what's up, Mark? B for
I have,
Marcus in the building.
I have so many questions for all of y'all. Like
What
everybody's.
Titanic mean? She said 84 years. Shit, Mel. She doing a bid right now.
Like legitimately.
She doing a bid. So sorry, I just got finished trashing this salad. Anyway,
Was it good? Was it good?
first of all, if you watch the instant replay, if you go back to replay and watch me eat this food, you will see me trashing this food. Like I was eating this food like it, like.
I can't. I can't.
Serious.
Who kicked
84.
you out?
Oh, okay. That'll kick me out. What happened?
You kicked Mel out, Mike?
No, I didn't touch anything.
Mel said she got kicked out.
When she get kicked?
Oh no. Oh my gosh, I can't.
Oh, she said that's where she got it from. Oh, that's why y'all was laughing. Oh, y'all having a party in here, huh? I was in somebody else's YouTube.
Shut up. Wait,
what happened? Hold up. Let me see.
Wait.
Listen, if y'all can, everybody who is watching, y'all please just hit the like button for us. I need to see at least 8 likes.
Right.
I'm all being demanding, sound like I'm on TikTok live. I apologize. Don't hurt me because everybody like, who the fuck is you demanding?
Right, please and thank you.
But I would love if y'all press the like button for us and just share it out if y'all want to. You don't have to, but we appreciate everything that's coming our way.
So, okay, I have one more question for Amayu if she's still in here. I wonder if she thinks it was worth it, like, in the long run, outside of just like the physical of like the relationship of it, you know,
Let me
like the moment or the first time they were together. I'm curious.
so real quick. Um Mel, hit the X on the chat itself. It's an X button right there. If y'all hit the X button, it'll take you out the chat, and y'all can see the like and stuff like that. Y'all see it right there.
I'm curious if like outside of the initial experience, do you feel like you got out of it what you wanted to get out of it? And then I also have a question for Meow because he does this, he can understand and he would
Yeah,
wait.
you gotta come back, Meow.
I got questions.
Hey, Snacks, you know who Meow is? That's BA. Hey, look at that.
Hey, Fantasy. Listen, Fantasy
Miss
had already told
Fantasy
me
came through.
she didn't want to wait. But wait now, Fantasy, time out. Hold on. Did you say that you didn't want to wait? Did we talk about this?
We was all in that live together, and they all went in. It was just it didn't even get a chance to finish the goddamn sentence before they said no.
I mean, okay, so here's the second part. Like, how long are most of y'all waiting? Like, if you're just dating someone, like, is there a waiting period, or is it we just doing it whatever? Because I just saw her comment. We're talking about if you're willing to wait, like wait for sex before marriage. Like, can you see the advantages of waiting for sex before marriage? Like, if you guys are like just dating, like if you guys are just like getting to know one another, do you have a wait period before you have sex with somebody?
Mel's something different.
Or are we just doing whatever we feel? Like, if you're seriously wanting to date someone,
he says, "I'll wait them out." Okay.
You wait till they want to. So really, is it for you? Is it trying to see like, is it how long that they can go? Or are you also just wanting to wait for a certain period of time? I have so many questions about this because I just can't, like, for me, it's hard for me to
Here they go. This is the rich girl talk. Go ahead.
I'm waiting for my Zelle to go off. Shut up.
Aww.
Wait, what do you mean by where we're going? Like, what the relationship's going to be?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's my second question for everyone. In the moment, yes, worth it. On the other end of it, I had a lot of, hold on, my bad. In the moment, yes, worth it. On the other end, I had a lot of growth spiritually, so I wouldn't wait knowing / feeling how I do now. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think I just like, I think, and maybe if we had, I think the reason why I'm asking you so many questions because I'm just trying to figure out, like, I know that everybody has their reasons. And so I always wonder, like, I'm pretty sure for Meow, just by telling by his questions, that he's figured that his reasons are valid and he feels like it's worth the wait. But I wonder, like, if that's how everyone who has chosen to wait, if they feel like it was worth the wait. You know what I mean?
You said that earlier right there. Remember what? That last part? Look at that last part she said.
Because I was waiting my ex-husband and
they rushed it. Remember we was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
About rushing.
That food, Mike, I think she's talking about you sharing that food.
That shit gone.
I can imagine myself being, I can imagine that being my problem, that I rushed it. Because I'm, you're just trying to get to it. Like, I think that's like the balance. Like, I feel like anyone who can, let's just say you're engaged for a certain period of time, and like you have a date and you know that it's going to be for a while, like the amount of mental, like, just like fortitude, like the strength you have to be able to last a long time. Like if you wait a while, I can't even, like, I don't know. I don't know why this is so hard for me.
No, it's not hard. It's just you trying to learn something. Maybe you're trying to
Yeah, but
understand
I
something.
feel like I'm literally sitting here questioning myself.
Because one of these people need to be coming up here explaining.
Right. I'm literally sitting here questioning myself and saying, like, why can't you fathom doing this? Like, why can't you see yourself doing this? I know for a fact it'd be difficult for me. Like, I can say that honestly. I can be really honest and transparent
Said
and
I
say
was
that it's not something that I would want to do. And that'd be hard. Listen, I was clear. No, really. Got played out extremely quickly, and I'm not going to give it up for nothing. Wow.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
listen, I was gonna say,
Take it, Mike.
Vanessa, if you are watching this, she might be far back. She might be back some because she's asking what's a furry. So it seems like she's behind a little bit.
Or did she just like scroll and see that we were talking about furries? I think. Oh, hold
That
on.
too.
Here we go. I think timing and waiting is arbitrary. People can wait forever and still feel rushed, and people can screw on the first date and be together forever. I agree with you.
Oh yeah, big time.
She sent her a snap. That's why she's asking, because Mel, of course, sent a snap. There's too many variables when it comes to the person you choose to be in a relationship with. That's true. Like, I feel like obviously, if people have chosen to have sex before, to wait for a marriage, like, there's obviously a reason. But I do feel like that's why I'm wondering about the outcome, like, and if it's worth it, because I feel like we might have a desired outcome. Like, we might have a desire of what we want the outcome to be or what we're hoping to see. But I think it's all circumstantial, like, into each relationship. And maybe it doesn't turn out the same, for everyone. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's so many variables in it that it's just hard to be like, I know how it's going to turn out, or it's going to give me the result.
Okay, no problem. We'll be on for another hour, so.
Yes. I think that's why I'm struggling. Like, I think I'm trying to, like, in my mind, I'm just trying to figure out if you really get what you, like, I know there's a goal that we're reaching for, right? I know we're reaching for a goal and we want this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But are we guaranteed that we're going to get this goal by waiting? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Like, why? I don't know why I'm struggling so hard with him. And it's funny because I come from a very religious background. My mom is very religious, and she firmly believed that there should be no physical interaction. Like, men shouldn't live with you before, like, you get married, all that stuff. And obviously, that's not the case.
Right.
I've never lived with a man before, but I would. So it's not my choice. The fact that I haven't lived with men is not because of, like, I've chosen not to because of religious reasons. But my mom was very much like, she very much believed in that, and like that just wasn't a thing.
Right.
I just, like, and I think her reasons were just religious, like purely religious reasons. Like, you just have to wait for sex before marriage. So it was sheerly that. But I think other people's reasons are not just that. Like, they have other reasons why they're waiting. You know what I mean? Never have I lived with a man. Let me tell y'all this. There's a lot of not listen. Did you see the comment she posted?
I'm looking at it now. That girl is hilarious.
I cannot. Exactly. Every individual, right? Every individual has their own experience. So, like, to me, that's why I think I'm having a hard time with it. She said it'll raise your, but I can't. I cannot. Mm-hmm. Well, Mel, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna be like, don't live with a man, don't do it. But I never have. Like, but just in saying that, I get that my mother's reasons were strictly because you just shouldn't do it, and it's religious. You know what I mean? And that was the only reason why there was waiting. There was no, like, other outcome, like, oh, this will make us like learn this about one another. It was just, you're just not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Then I almost can get more. Not that I get that the reason makes
Oh my
sense.
God, no.
Listen, I'm scared to look. Living together makes, okay.
I'm just putting them up.
No, I know. I'm just reading them.
Ooh, they going in.
And the idea of waiting to marriage is steeped in patriarchal normative. Oh, wait. First of all, just the fact that you used the wording is what's getting me. Sorry, I had a moment where I was like, "Ooh," he said patriarchal normativity.
Oh,
It struck to my sapio. I was like, "Okay, all right."
uh-oh.
And the idea,
You felt something there, huh?
and the idea of waiting till marriage is steeped in patriarchal normativity, power, and
Uh-huh.
control. I don't knock anyone who wants to wait, but just know that's where it comes from.
Okay, so you just educating. You need to start educating more. I'd like fucking with them. I love long distance relationships. Yeah, they too stuck in my ways. Mm. People will wait and boom, dope sex, then bam, no understanding of emotional labor. Like the fuck. All right. I can't be a free slave. All right, Mel. Go to bed, Mel. It's
When
about
I
that
tell
time.
you Mel is
About
on one
time to
at
go
all
to
times.
bed. I hadn't lived with a man either until marriage. Okay. Um, you must charge Mel. Create a budget for someone to do the labor on his dime.
I can't.
It's rich girl language. Anyway, so continue continue what you were
I don't
saying.
even honestly lost at this point what I was saying. I don't even oh no, I think I was saying I think I could rationalize more, or it would make more sense for me for people who said I'm not doing it before marriage because of religious reasons, right? Because we get why what we're waiting for. I think I'm struggling to understand if you get what you're waiting for if it's not for religious reasons.
Mm,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Okay.
Because we think we're doing it for a reason. Like, we, of course, if you're choosing it, you're saying, I want us to like learn about each other. I want to see how long we can sustain. I want to see what, if we can go based off of something that's like, language, right? I'm struggling to see if we can sustain. I want to see if this is just, I want to make sure this is not based off the physical. I feel like those are all just like very hypothetical situations and conversations, and I don't know if they really can be determined based on, like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop talking.
So I will say this, right? Let's talk about that the religious part of it and understand that we are raised in a generation where that's what your mother and father was taught, that if
Mm-hmm.
you do it this way,
Mm-hmm.
it's a fair tactic. You know what I mean? It's to
Yeah.
scare you to not doing it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it
Mm-hmm.
don't matter if you female or male, like they was a scare tactic to get you to not do it. Like
Right.
at least that's how I treat it now. I treat
Yeah.
most religion things, based things, as fear tactics. Like if you do this, you're going to hell. If you do that, you're going to hell. Sex before marriage, you're going to hell. Like a wedlock babies and all this other crazy shit. Like I guess for me, I'm just looking at it like, all right, when you realize that you was a human being and you like fucking, that's exactly what you went and did. I don't see a ass like there's assholes out there, but the people I know that's fucking that ain't into religion and stuff, they're great people. Can't tell me they're devil worshippers and all this other stuff because they, you know,
No, I mean, I obviously,
mhm,
I obviously, one, love to have sex, but also
these
I wouldn't
months.
consider myself, I don't know if I consider myself highly religious, but I do believe in God.
Hmm.
Um, so, obviously the two can coexist, like they can
Hmm.
coexist.
Right, right,
You know what I mean?
right. I guess, like I said, it's just if you're considering it and you're considering it doing it for religious reasons or whatever the case is, I don't get it, but you
Yeah.
know,
I mean,
it's hard for me to get it.
I
Like it
think
really
it was
is.
just, it's not that I get it. I just think it's like one of those things. Don't do it because you're not supposed to. I get why people say, okay, I
And
get why,
follow religion.
I get why that was logical. You know what I mean? I'm not supposed
Hmm.
to, so let me not do it. The part that I'm struggling with is the other reasons. Like, okay, I want to see, can you, if you, let's just say hypothetically, your reason is, I want to see if we can build a relationship that's not based off the physical. So we wait.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we do have sex, like, does that still like, did we really learn something? Like, did
Right.
we get what we were wanting, if that was our reason? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
I'm gonna ask you a question, right? Now, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying it's 100% confirmed because I have not read any of this section of the Bible. But in the Bible, can a man have more than one wife?
There are instances, there are instances in the Bible where men had more than one wife. Yeah.
Bam. We're at that, right? We're talking about sex before marriage, right?
Uh-huh.
So now, if a man has more than one wife and they're still doing sex before marriage, is he denying his other wife sex?
I had no idea. That was a really like, I had a moment where I didn't know if I was high or not. I in my like, when you asked that question, I was like, what kind of existential question is this? Like, did I just leave and travel to the moon? What is Mike asking me? I literally was like, what alternate universe that Mike has put me on?
Oh shit!
Mike, I swear to you, when you asked me that,
Oh fuck!
when we look back at this, I want you just to look at the blank expression on my face. Like,
I
what
put it in the chat. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Mel, Mel, listen, when he was, as the reason, like, I was trying to see where Mike was going. And then, like, when he finished, I was like, I don't know what the fuck just happened.
All right, I'm gonna try it again.
Am I high? Because I don't know what we're talking about.
I'm gonna try it again. So, like I said, if you have multiple wives, but if you're doing, let's say, the wife that you choose, the other wife that you choose, don't want to have sex before marriage, huh?
Wait.
You make a mistake of thinking those rules were for men. No, 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 no. I'm not. I'm not saying that I think that it was. I'm talking the fact that the Bible even speaks about it in the first place. I'm trying to say that is it contradicting itself by telling you to wait before marriage, even though if you have an extra wife or something like that,
But
or
he couldn't
something,
have, I'm assuming, I'm hoping.
is it with that person or
Yeah, with
sex
that
at
person.
all?
With that,
That was what I was getting to. I
yeah,
wasn't
with
necessarily
that
trying to
person. You can
benefit it
still
for
continue to have
the
sex with
man.
the person that you were married with, but just not that
Uh-huh.
person. When I tell you, Mike, it took my brain a trip to figure out where the hell you were going. I
I'm not waiting 5 years.
literally didn't know what was happening.
She too old for trash penis.
Me too.
She has
Listen,
both.
at this age and time, at the ripe age of 41, ain't no way I'm finna disappoint myself like that. Ain't no way.
Mhm. Yeah, that's why when I was saying it, I wasn't saying it for them. Like I'm not speaking for these people. I'm saying that that
I
rule
think what
wasn't
Marcus
for
is
me.
saying, that the rules for waiting till marriage was not a men thing. It was not the men should wait. It was a woman should wait. I think that's what he's trying to say.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If a
Mhm.
woman is waiting for marriage, obviously the man has to participate with that too. He's a part of that. He has to wait with her,
Right,
if he's
right.
choosing to
But I
be with her,
think,
right?
no, that's what he's saying. That like back then, like you didn't, that wasn't a thing. The men were not expected to wait. Like the men were not looked at. They weren't saying, "Hey, men, you also have to be virtuous and not sleep
Mhm.
around." It was only a rule that really applied to women back then.
No, no, I got you. I got you. I'm talking about the now. I'm not necessarily talking about back in the early 500s and shit like that. Like we're not talking about that. I'm just saying for the way that they
Mm.
think now, not BC. We're not talking
Yeah,
about back then. We're
right,
talking
right.
about now, the way that a lot of these men think now. Hold on, my bad. I didn't mean to take it down.
No monogamy in
That's
the
what I'm saying. You're
true.
going back to those times.
Yeah,
You're taking my question back to that era. I'm
right.
not putting it in that era. I'm leaving it in today. We're
Okay,
talking
got
about
you.
now, how the
Yeah.
people think now, the sex before marriage and stuff like that, not
I
necessarily
think
in
I,
Roman times.
I think we talked about this on one of our podcasts about how there is definitely a double standard when it comes to men and women. Like I think
Yes.
people still do feel like women should be, not everyone, but I mean there's still a stigma that to some degree women should be upheld to a certain standard. and
Mhm.
be virtuous in some way, and men are not held to that same standard. I think we even talked about, like, if you have a woman who is openly a woman who, like, for lack of a better term, is promiscuous. Like, I feel like something about using the word promiscuous makes it seem like a negative connotation, but just a woman who doesn't mind
Mhm.
having sex with multiple partners, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think when you think about that in the context, when men talk about women, or when people in general, not just men, when people refer to women who are comfortable with being free with their sexuality, it almost also sometimes comes with a negative connotation. You know what I mean? There's still a negative stigma that very much exists. That for men, not necessarily. I mean, it can, but for the most part, like, people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's what men do. Like, that's what they're
Yeah,
supposed to."
they give the benefit of the doubt to men to say, "Oh, that's just, like you said, that's what men do," and it's
That's
like,
what guys
no,
do. Yeah.
no, that's not what guys do. I had a look. It was crazy. We were talking. Was talking to some of my coworkers today, and they were talking about the Steve Harvey situation. It was like,
Which I
"Oh,
still have
you
not
don't."
talked.
They was like, "You don't believe that that's true, whatever." I said, "No, because one, I don't give a damn about their situation. That's their stuff. But if he came out and said it is not true, he said it's not true. I'm not going to sit back and say, "Oh no, it's a lie." Like, I live his life,
Uh-huh.
and the guys wanted me to believe that it's true that his wife is out there doing it. It's almost like the moment you find out a woman do something wrong, y'all automatically just like, yeah, she did something wrong, no matter what. Like, even though
Right.
y'all wasn't there, it's easy to make up anything about somebody.
Yeah.
People they try to kill people every day. Look at Betty White. They try to kill her every single year for like the past 10 years until she finally passed away. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the media will do whatever it takes to do that just to,
Right.
gain attention. But people believe it right away. So um you could throw the comments up while we're doing that. So what happened? The guy, they started talking about, if oh well, a guy, when he does it, a man, it's cool for the man to do it. They literally said this. I just looked at him like, I'm not talking to y'all at all no more. Like, it don't matter what it is. We can't even talk about cookies. Like, we can't talk about nothing. Like, they said, yeah, it's okay for a man to do it. It said, if a woman, if she was out there doing her thing, she's automatically a whore. And I was like, y'all crazy. Y'all wow. Like, I literally just looked at him. I was like, yeah, I'm exiting this conversation. I'm like, y'all just a whole bunch of sexist men that just think that, you know,
Mel said, "Who cares about Steve? I don't even know the full story of what happened."
yeah, no, I don't. Yes, I'm saying, I don't care about what goes on in that man's life. Like, that ain't my business. Like,
Hmm.
but for everybody to just automatically jump on it, it's like you're hoping and praying that something goes wrong so you can feed the beast. Like,
Yeah.
y'all just continuously jump on the same wagon all the time. So
Right.
yeah. As soon as it's like something that goes against a woman, immediately they want it. Then they started talking about his daughter. Like, oh, what they say? What about his daughter? Do you believe that she out there having sex with multiple men and all this other stuff? I said, I do not know. I don't care if she was. That has nothing to do with it. So
Yeah. I mean, because it's one of those things that it's also like, we just look at women. We look at the actions of what women do, and we judge them to a different degree. Women get judged to a different degree than men get judged,
yeah,
essentially.
was straight up annoying. So, but let's get back to the conversation at hand. So yeah, she says she loves Lori. Yeah, Lori Harvey's obviously out here getting it and doing her thing. Who cares?
Right.
She making money and and living her life. So he said I'm not giving you no times where, he said, cause men hate when women control their own sexual anatomy. Yeah, pretty much.
Autonomy. True. That's,
Hmm.
I mean, 100% true.
Yeah, they want to be able to just, everybody
Yeah.
feel like, remember we talked about it before. Everybody wants to feel like they got access to somebody.
Yes, look who's here.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Amaya, welcome.
Hello, how are you guys doing
Hey,
tonight?
what's going
Good.
on?
How are you?
Whew,
Listen.
I've had a long day. I've just got back from Fort Lauderdale on a girls' trip, and there was a delay, and then there was another delay, and we were sitting in the
Oh,
airport. So I'm finally home, thank God.
Nice. Good job getting home.
Yes, thank
I have literally so many questions for you.
Let's
Damn.
roll. I'm pretty open, so if there's something that,
No.
you
There we go.
know,
So it's not okay. So first of all, let me just say this. I am not going into this judging your decision. I just want to understand. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, for sure.
When you guys initially were when you guys initially decided to wait, was it a mutual decision or was it your decision, like, or his solely? Was it from one person who suggested it, or did you both were like, we should definitely do this?
I would say it was more so mine, but he
Mhm.
actually said that he was looking for someone who was waiting as well. And we met online, so
Really?
you can kind of screen people a little bit that way. So,
Okay, okay. So you introduced it. Was it before you guys got engaged that you had talked about this, or was it
oh
um
yeah, I feel like we talked about it like in the first or second conversation because it was
wow.
during the pandemic. So I was just like, you know what, life is life, and so I'm about to just lay everything out here, and either you with it or you not.
Wow. So this is like fairly recent then.
Yeah, we got divorced in December of last year. And we had only been married for 16-ish months.
Right. Wow. Okay. Um, During the course of time when you guys were together, was it, what's up, Kai? Was it
Yo, okay.
difficult? Was it difficult for you both to like, did you find that it was difficult for either one of you or more so for one of the two? Or did you guys live in the same area and that's why it made it easier?
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Okay.
We pretty much was doing everything except having vaginal penis sex. So
Got it. Okay.
we was both getting off. So that that made it pretty easy to, just
Right.
refrain from that one little part.
So you didn't really feel like you were missing out.
Not really. And I mean, and people had asked me this before about, waiting until you get married. So I was like, I'm going to check out the package. I mean, I love the
Yeah.
Lord. However, I'm still going to check it out. So I checked it out and we was good. So.
Right. So
So
do
you
you
just
feel
looked
like,
at it and that was it?
No, like I
no,
said,
they did
we did
it.
pretty much everything else except have the sex.
Right.
Ah,
They did
ah.
everything but penetration. So did you feel like you were necessarily missing out on anything because you guys did
What's
everything else?
going on, Kai? Yeah, we talking something nasty here, Kai.
No.
Welcome to the party.
And reason being just because now I'm 41 years old. So
Mhm.
initially I grew up in the church. I was a pew
Mhm.
baby. Got saved when I was 13, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Initially my reasoning for wanting to wait was for religious reasons.
Okay.
And I don't want to say let go of that, but I started leaning more into grace and realizing that God loved me anyway. And so
Mhm.
I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do my best and keep it moving.
Mhm.
Um, and so that's why I was a little more open to like doing the other things. And I actually had gotten to the point in my mind where I was like, as long as I'm in love with the person, because I had waited for so long, I was
Yeah.
39 by the time I got married. I was like, as long as it's someone I'm in love with and he makes it special for me, I'm okay with it. But then I
Right.
met
Yeah,
my then future husband, and we both decided we wanted to wait, and it was all good at the time.
new day, brother.
So, okay, like I said, my brain is about to go on 1,000 tangents. Do you think that the fact that you had found someone who was also willing to wait is what made you closer to him or made you want to invest in that relationship more?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because that's not something that you typically find, whether you in the church or out of the church. Because let's be
Mhm.
honest, the guys in the church don't really be on that. They pop up with baby mamas all the time.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
So the fact that I found that, yeah, that definitely made me closer to him. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you feel like do you feel like maybe because you had found that person, but also you knew it was going to happen, and because you had found a person that was willing to wait, do you feel like maybe you rushed into marriage quickly?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, and also, like I said, we was coming out of the pandemic. It had only been like
Mhm.
1 year.
Yeah.
So, I was like, dang, I ain't about to die a virgin
You needed
during this
some. You need
pandemonium.
some. You needed
So,
some pandemic tea. That's all it is. You know.
He said,
so,
virgin. We gotta make good.
You gotta. You
yeah,
gotta.
we made it happen.
All right. So let me ask you a question. No, I ain't gonna ask that question. I'm gonna say, what song did y'all play before y'all got it in? But all right,
Oh
continue.
my.
To be honest with you, I don't think there was no songs being played at that particular time.
It was.
So,
A lot of yelling
Mm-mm.
and screaming.
so I guess the next thing is after you guys I'm assuming that the first night that you guys were together was your honeymoon, maybe, or the night that you were married.
Okay, so hopefully he never hears this. I came back from my honeymoon still a virgin.
What?
I know, right? I know, right?
In the name of Jesus, I ain't
So
waiting for shit.
it took us a while for him to break through the threshold. So it was like a couple of weeks,
Oh,
maybe 3 weeks.
song, man.
What?
Yeah,
I know, right?
I'd have punched him in his throat. I ain't gonna hold you.
Question. I got so many. Okay. Was it him waiting after you guys got married, or were you both scared? Was it him or both of you?
No, we attempted because trust me, I did not plan on that happening. I thought, okay, I'm ready. We ready? Let's do it. But
Yeah, bro, we
ouch.
all saying the same thing, man.
Oh,
Um,
so ouch. Got it.
yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I told you I checked out the package and the package was good. So it wasn't no easy entry.
Oh, I get it now.
Yes,
Oh,
it was hard.
this what happened to her face when he did what he did. She was like this.
I hate you. I can't stand you.
Like,
Yeah.
So basically, what we're saying is, Mike, what you suggested earlier about jamming it all in obviously does not work. It would not have worked.
No, sir. I'd have been out of
happy.
commission.
He got happy.
Okay.
So I'm about to do this. I've been waiting all my life.
Wow.
Oh, mess.
Okay, so when I tell you my mind is blown, 3 weeks. And you did say earlier that when it finally did happen, it was worth it because he was gentle with you.
Right. And patient, as you can see, 3 weeks.
He was
Truth, though,
very
bro.
patient. We will give that man props for being patient. Do you think that
Took his
during that time
time.
he was sexually frustrated? Like, do you think did you notice any frustration in him?
Oh no, I don't think so. Not that I can remember at this point. Maybe I should
that's
ask him.
yeah, well, that's good because I mean, obviously, he made you feel comfortable, even though you guys still continue to wait.
Right.
If you're looking back on all of it, do you feel like it was worth it? The wait. Would you have
like
done?
I said earlier, I feel like it was at the time. But
I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna apologize to you for me.
it's okay. You a mess, Mel. That's my dog though. Let me tell you, okay, keeping it a buck.
Okay.
I'm 41 now.
Uh-huh.
I kind of wish I had that whole phase back in my 20s when my knees were still good. I'm just being honest.
Yo, listen. It's crazy because remember that was the story that I was telling you, is that my friend had got married at a young age and it didn't add up for her.
What do you mean by add up?
Like she wanted more. Now I don't know, her experience is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But she said that she became more, I ain't gonna say freakier, but she got freakier within their marriage, or she wanted to do more and more and more, and he was no. So she realized what type of person she was, especially coming into it. She was a virgin, she said. So it was like, if you're a virgin coming into it, and her husband wasn't ready for anything, so it was like, she said, you got a DW40 these damn knees.
Listen,
WD-40. I'm sorry, WD-40. Whatever. You know what I meant.
Facts.
what is that stuff people use?
I
for
like the, like the
collagen?
Tin Man. Get
You
the
gotta get
oil
some
in there.
collagen.
Get some collagen. Get some what is it? Biotin or biotine or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Is
Them
that
these going.
does that help
Some
your
vitamin C, vitamin D.
Okay, here's my next question. Would you do it again?
What do you mean? Like, would I abstain right now?
Yes.
As a non-virgin? Oh no. Well, let me not say it completely 100%. I'm 99% like, no, thank you.
Right. I get it. I do get it. What if you met someone else and they said they wanted to wait? Would you respect it and be like, okay, we'll wait? Or would you be like,
She's gone.
It depends.
Because
everything else has to be in alignment. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, especially in a church, there's so much focus on abstaining until you get married or whatever. But there has to be many other things, like personality wise, goals wise, children wise, all that stuff. And then if he does say he's waiting, am I about to be waiting 3-4 years, or is it going to be like a 6-month situation? Because I got maybe 6 months in me, maybe even a year. But
and you did say
not after that.
You guys waited 6 months?
Yeah, that's about how long our courtship was.
But
maybe
had
about
you
7.
known each other beforehand? Like, oh, got it. Okay. Got it. So, I had a whole other question. Do you feel like maybe because you felt like you were rushing into like the sex part, do you feel like you didn't get to know him well enough? Because maybe you were hyper focused on that?
Yes. Yes, I definitely would say that we rushed into it.
Yeah. So do you feel like you learned a lot more? You learned more about who he was truly after you guys had already gotten married?
Yes. So there was a lot of stuff going on, just like external factors or whatever. So, but yeah, definitely learned a lot more after we got married. But
right.
Yeah.
And I think that's why
she got 6 minutes.
That's why there's part of me that like struggles with like I was saying to Mike earlier, like I get that people choose to do it because okay, this isn't morally they think it's not right, so they wait, right? So okay, that to me I can understand how that logic works, but it's the other parts of it, like why we're waiting, and if you're going to get out of it what you want from the end, or because we're so hyper focused on let's just not have sex, are we missing other things? You know, if we're hyper focused on whatever our reasons are for why we're choosing not to have sex, are we missing out on the other stuff? And then are we rushing it because we want to get to that point? Because if we're physical, like if I was to choose it now, being a woman who has already had sex, it's got to be like a really good reason why I'm waiting. I can understand saying, and I don't even know if I can understand that. I can understand saying, okay, let's not have sex immediately if we're dating, right? Let's just wait it out. I want to know if this is like, I want to know if you really like me for me, or if we're just trying to like, you know, get it in. But a long period of time?
Not doing it. And that's why what you were saying about getting to know each other, and I know like, you know, Steve Harvey's 90-day rule thing, like he gave that number, that time period or whatever, because it's a time period where you should be getting to know all these other things about a person.
Right.
And, you know, and he's also saying that, you know, usually people ain't gonna fake for 3 months. Some will. There's a few that'll slip through the cracks, but for the most part, you're going to see a person's true, authentic self within that time frame, as well as just getting to know them and getting to know whether or not you mesh with them, and you have the same goals, and you handle money the same way, and do you want kids, and do you not, and blah blah blah, all that other good stuff. So.
But I think that is, I get why he's saying, I get what he's trying to say, but I think that's what the assumption of being
Steve
like
Harvey
clouds our mind to be able to have like discernment. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't think that I can't still determine those same things about a person and not have sex with them. You know what I mean? Like I could still be with somebody and still learn them.
True, but if they're putting that thing on you, it might blur your vision a little bit, though, is what he's saying.
Nah, you can listen. I have had sex with plenty of idiots and still knew they were idiots. They
Hmm.
great sex, but they were still idiots. I will say though, I did probably stick around longer because the sex was great, but I knew the whole
See?
time he was an idiot. I knew the whole time.
Okay.
Like I knew the whole time that this wasn't gonna work out, but I probably stuck around just a little bit longer because it was good. I mean, I know like it didn't cloud my mind. I knew exactly what I was dealing with. I knew exactly the kind of person that I was dealing with at the time and that we weren't compatible. The sex was good, but I knew we weren't compatible. I think I can say honestly I stuck around because it was like one, I wasn't interested in anybody else. Two, I like in my mind, I was like, I knew that it wasn't going to be anything that was long term. I just knew that the sex was good. Listen, but I don't think like I know that sex has never been so great that it made me like, now I will say this, I think we have all probably at some point in time fallen into a pattern where maybe we allowed more than we would normally would have allowed because of the sex or the physical. Like we allowed or we stuck around in a relationship a little longer than we should have. But I don't think, but I do think that I can't say that we were completely blind to what we were dealing with. We just chose to ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
We willingly chose to ignore it. I know the time that I did it, like, first of all, it wasn't a long relationship. One, it was like, I think we had probably dated for a few months, but I know I stuck around in that relationship way longer than I probably would have normally. Had the sex been bad, I wouldn't have stuck around. Like, we dated for a cool 6 months, and I was like, in the back of my mind, I always knew, I was like, this ain't gonna work out, but I stuck around for longer. I can't even lie. No, I heard it when you wrote it. He's a clown. I heard it as soon as she typed. Like I could hear the sound when she typed it. Right. It's one of those willingly choosing to be delusional about who you're with. Like I'm just going to ignore it because the sex is good, and that's what I did. I know I did that, but I don't.
Happened.
I just feel like the things that we learn about people, we can learn them and still be having sex with them. You know what I mean? We can still learn.
I know. I posted this. I mean, I need to get more pictures on here, but can we officially say you felt like this?
Oh my! I'm going to. Why do you still happen?
He had your leg at 1 o'clock. Like,
for those of you who don't know, Mike thinks I look like Lunette the clown. He literally called me a clown.
I didn't say you look like her. I said you had the rosy cheeks.
Mike
had the rosy cheeks and the two ponytails. That's all I said.
That's why that picture exists, because Mike literally literally like me to clown lady. I mean, it was good. I stuck around. I knew that we would. Here's the other thing. I think I also knew that nothing would ever like come out of it. I knew that I was sticking around, but I knew that nothing was going to come. Like I knew who he was. I still could see who he was. And that nothing wouldn't be, I knew it wasn't going to be a long-term relationship. I just think I stuck around a little longer than what I probably normally would have had the sex been bad. That's all. Right. I entertained it for a little longer than I should have. But
I think that happens, to a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people get into situations where they dick dizzy, as I call it. Like, yeah. And I'm not saying it legitimately, like, I'm just saying like it's just something that maybe your mind don't want to pass up. You know, if something is good for you, you're going to keep doing it. Like it's almost like eating a fucking Reese's cup or something. Like Reese's cups is good as shit. You're gonna get another one,
right?
Another one.
I think we're perfectly capable of making of learning a person and making those decisions. Like I think maybe, and here's my thing. Like we might be delusional like the first couple times we have sex. But after a while, we know, but we might choose to ignore it. I think it's like we can willingly choose to ignore it for whatever the reasons are. Whether we don't want to be lonely, it feels convenient, it feels safe, all of those things. You know what I mean? It's convenient. It's safe. We don't want to be alone. I don't want to learn a new person. I don't want to invest all over again in someone. I put too much time in for a myriad of reasons. But all those things can still exist even if you're choosing not to have sex. I could still be like, okay, we haven't had sex, but I've invested time, money, energy into this relationship.
Right.
And now we've had sex, and did it really do the thing that we were hoping that it was going to do?
Right.
But also, it's just a riskier factor as well.
Yeah, that's actually what it is. It feels great.
Like you can spend time and all that other good stuff, but if you end up pregnant or with an STD or some other thing that could happen, then you've risked a lot more than just, spending some money on a couple of dates.
Why are you laughing, Mike? What happened?
I'm about to show you the picture. I was just talking about the Reese cut, right? This is the picture I got. Oh man, it ain't showing up. Hold on. Did you see it? My friend.
No, I see my face.
He sent me a picture of him holding a big ass pack of Reese cups. Because he's watching the conversation right now. Good one, Bennett. You can type inside the group. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in.
But you're right. It does. There are other factors. I just feel like I don't know. I think we had even asked a question on one of our podcasts, like people who date with intention. People who date with intention. I think I asked the question: should you wait for should you wait for sex if you're dating with intention? Like should and I don't mean like for the whole relationship, but like maybe not sex immediately. If your purpose is to date with intention and you're looking for someone that you want to have a long lasting relationship with, is part of the key to that not having sex immediately. And I think there was like kind of like mixed answers. Some people were like 100%, like you have to wait, like don't throw it out there right away because you don't want to build a connection based off of the physical immediately, which I can get. Just like I said, I can tell the kind of person, I can tell what a man's intention with me is by how he initially approaches me. If you're approaching me off the rip with sex, then that's what I'm thinking you're looking for. Not to say that it's a bad thing, but I just know that that's where your mind is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If your initial conversation with me is about sex, if that's our initial interactions without anything else, then I know that's where your head is. It's not looking for anything necessarily long-term. You are looking for a physical connection primarily. And like I said, it's not a bad thing. I just know where you are. But if you're wanting to get to know me, then I'm thinking, okay, well then maybe, you could still very much be looking for sex, but you just take it from a different approach. But I feel like it more plain and clear. If he comes out the gate talking about sex, automatically I know that's exactly what you look for. You ain't trying to you're not trying to wipe me up. There are men though who will give you that same talk. Like they will still invest and try to learn you and talk to you and give you the whole thing, but they still just want to have sex. It can go both ways.
So I've had situations where if I've had conversations that were sex-based conversations within the first time talking to people, and still was cool with them because I always make a disclaimer like, yo, I'm not even looking for that. I just enjoy conversation.
But it's not necessarily to say that you weren't cool. Like you can still be cool with somebody and talk about sex. It's just like I know that if you're,
that's what I'm saying. Is what you're talking about.
Leading with what you want to, if you're leading with what you want to do, you're asking me very sexual questions. If you just like I said, I've had guys who've asked me for my Snapchat and immediately sent me a dick pic. I know why you're here. Like off the rip. Like I already know why you're here.
Right before he do it, he sent that message to you. You know why I'm here. At least you know why I'm here.
You know what's up.
Right.
You already
be like, hey, how he say hi to you, you say hi back. Dick pic immediately. Like,
oh my gosh.
Like, what did I say to you to get you to do that? Oh, I thought that's what we was talking about. I said hi. So it wasn't it wasn't me you was talking. It wasn't him.
Mel, there's nothing. Mel, listen, the ashy.
Was it ashy?
I know y'all don't be thinking about this, but if you send me, listen, if we look at it and it's ashy, I'm like, you didn't want to rub a little lotion on it or nothing. You didn't want to give it a spit shine or nothing for you decided to aim down and take a picture.
Oh. We didn't already had talks about this. First of all, if you just out here just sending them Jones willy nilly, no,
It
don't
was
give a fucks. Was it adorable? It was adorable.
listen, that one in particular, it wasn't an adorable one. I mean, I know why he sent it. He knew exactly what he was doing. He sent it because he was very confident in that picture. He was like, "Yep, I'm gonna send this, and she gonna get the idea, and I'm in there already." So that one wasn't the adorable one. It took a long time before I saw that one.
I got a question. Like, what's the statistics on it actually working?
What do you mean?
Like, does that actually work? Like, eventually somebody gonna be like, "Ooh, I like it. Let me go and see it." Like,
sending a dick pic?
No. What I'm saying is
0%.
That's all I want to know. Like, does it actually work? Like, when people are like sending dick pics,
I'm sure
it only works if we requested it.
No,
because we already know what we
I'm
want.
talking about just to the random person out here in these streets.
I 100% feel like it has to work in some cases, or else they wouldn't keep doing it. Somebody has taken the bait. Or else they wouldn't be so confident about doing it. I think
1%.
there's a population of women who are gonna be like, "Ew, why did you send this to me?" But there are definitely gonna be women who are like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. I do know that, Mark. But I'm like, I just want to know, like, do people actually?
Me too, man. I know plenty of women who fall for it, who
really
immediately get digmatized and was like, "Girl, did you see it?" And then now they willing to, like, they gonna show you some attention. They're gonna try to figure out more. I promise you, there is plenty. It works plenty of times for people. Oh, let me do something. Oh, right. But yeah, 100%. I think for me, it's about delivery. Like, that cannot be the first message that you sent me. The fact that it was that man's first message that he sent, wild behavior.
What? It'd be your favorites on TikTok.
Shut up. What, Mel?
Mel is this. Oh, you throwing subliminals out there.
Wait, what?
I see you, Mel. She playing dangerous games.
Oh my gosh.
Some more. Look, that's some more rich girl talk right there. That's yo, Mel. That's the name of a podcast, Mel. Easy. See how you just come up with
Rich girl talk. I'm here for it.
Rich girl talk. I need at least 10% of everything that you make money on with that one.
Rich girl talk. Mel, you should start your own podcast.
Rich girl talk.
Rich girl talk.
No. Bring Vanessa with you. Y'all both go ahead and go get them out of here. Y'all gonna be having dudes in here mad. Y'all inbox is gonna be ridiculous. Y'all's gonna be at an all-time high of hate. Like, oh, y'all just gonna be exposing dudes. Y'all hoes. Be like, man, I'm in the house feeding my cat. Shut your ass up.
Feeding the cat, crazy.
God, that's how most people do. They think y'all out. They be thinking y'all out here in these streets, and they be like, yo, women be home sleep.
I am currently attempting to.
A podcast with me would be crazy. Yeah, it would. You'd be wild as hell. She'd be on her little. Let me not tell too much of her information. I'm gonna shut the hell up. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Mel on TikTok. Y'all see it for yourselves. Like the
exactly what I said I wasn't gonna do. Do it now.
I hate the fact that they don't show like what everybody's putting down. I guess it's just the streamer that don't have like the emojis that they're posting.
I see them. Do you not?
I don't see them.
Yeah, I see all of them.
I don't see none. They show up as boxes on my end.
Oh no, I see all of them. Wait, hold on. I was out of the screen, but dudes be catfishing. Hold on. How they catfish that? What y'all be doing, Mike?
Oh, you ain't see that?
No. How y'all be catfishing?
Why are you asking me? I don't catfish nothing. I don't be catfishing out here.
Mike, I thought you could just tell me. I was hoping you could tell me how it worked.
I don't be catfishing. Why I got a catfish? I do have an iPhone, actually. I'm not using an iPhone though. Oh, you saying don't you trying to say don't I have one? Yeah, I do. I just don't know why I'm not seeing anything. I can see it on my phone, like in the chat, but I can't see it on this StreamYard right now. So that's all it is.
All right, if y'all don't have anything else for me, I will head on out.
Oh yeah. I think. I mean, I don't know if basic is done.
No, thank you so much. Like you answered all of my questions. I appreciate it. I had so many. I was like, I was like, I had never heard of it before. But no, I think
Angles.
I appreciate one for you being so open.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
listen.
no
The
problem. Thank
angles.
you. Y'all have a good night.
Thank
You
you so
too. Thank you
much.
so much for joining, Mayu.
You're right. It is about angles.
The
It's
angles
the angle you
matter.
hold in the. See, you do know, Mike. You could tell me. You know about the angles.
Time out. The only reason why I could tell you it is because you got to practice some type of way just to at least see what it would
Okay,
look
Mike,
like
what's
from
the
a
best
point of view.
angle?
What's the good angle?
What's the best angle?
All right. So you got to be on your back, right?
Whoa! Wait a hold the phone. Wait.
No, I can't. I
What?
don't send like pictures.
You don't send pics?
No.
Not even if you're talking to somebody?
No. Not really. Nah, I probably maybe done it a few times. I don't trust people like that. Even if I love you, I'm like, I don't really trust you like that with my
Wait,
penis.
really, Mike?
Because I feel like people gonna send it. Like, I don't know why. Just when Vengeance been first of all, don't put up his bullshit ass comment. He don't know what the hell I do. I don't send that shit out at all. I don't send them.
Wait.
I just don't trust people like that. I get a little stage fright with that one.
Mike, never have you
Oh
ever.
no, I have in my life, yeah, but I don't do that at all. Like that is not my thing. That is not my thing at all. Here y'all go. Tell me about the what?
Put it on the glasses,
He talking about the Akuma special you do. What the fuck is the Akuma special?
Wait, what's the Akuma special?
No. I know nothing about that, like at all.
Fill me in. Not the Adina.
Oh shit! I will be your freak.
Oh my gosh!
Put it on the glass.
I've been trying to get.
I'm not capping. I don't do this. I don't send those things. That's just not my. That ain't my steez. Don't laugh at his shit. Anyway, like I said, I just don't do that. I don't know. It's just not my thing at all. I'm very nervous about stuff like that.
Listen, let me tell you why I know that ankles are important, because the adorable one that I was telling y'all.
Oh, ankles.
Not the ankles. This is how I
what?
know angles are important. The guy who I said it was adorable, he tried an angle and it didn't help. Like he was trying to do it from like up top.
Oh God. Thank you so much, Mayu. Please come back.
Like a downward, like a It didn't help. It didn't.
Did his shrimp clap? When it's little, it's like a little shrimp shit. Right?
I don't even know how to respond appropriately. It was just like cute from the top.
Do the Luther Vandross pose with the balls resting. Yeah, I'm done with you today. Y'all gotta go to bed. What time is it? We got 10 minutes. We about to be done in like 5.
Oh,
my friends and I celebrate National Nude Day every year.
I don't know if I participate, but it sounds like fun. I mean, there's plenty of nudes. I'm sure that exist out there in the universe for me.
Yeah, it's one here. He going to one.
No, I'm saying I'm sure there's plenty of nudes that exist, and it's like not plenty, but I'm saying there's nudes that exist. I have sent pics. I can't say that I'm 41. Of course, I've sent a pic.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
100% sent a pic. You got like keeping a pic for people. So what is it like?
Somebody just be sitting there just staring at it and just be like, "Dang, I missed that." Like, you ever think about that? Like, that's something that weirds me out. Like, nah.
Mel says she ain't sending it. They're not pretty.
Meows aren't pretty. I'm not sending it. Wow.
But listen, that's the best way I could describe it. It was like, oh.
He said I would forever burn deep in his soul to say that it's adorable.
That's so cute. Mm-hmm. That's just like where my hand was when I saw. I was like, oh, that's sweet. Look at that. It's adorable. So cute.
So I think I told you about like a previous show I had did years ago where they did this thing called Dick Olympics, right? Yeah, it's wild. It's about to get wilder. So we got banned for like a month on Facebook for that. But what the women did was found the unsoliciteds that they got, and we were doing this shit was wild. We was doing the Dick Olympics where we was rating it based off of the pose, the angle, if his robe was dirty, if he was ashy. Oh, it was some ashy mofos in there. They had somebody had it was all types of guys, but I remember we got banned because somebody put Goku Black on the top of it, and I guess it ran into a copyright.
Oh no.
So can you imagine running into a copyright and then realizing, oh, y'all got dicks on here. Y'all really getting banned. Like,
right.
Yeah. So fun times.
I feel like a snapshot. That's so crazy.
What'd she say? I like snapshot Vag from and send it, man. Wow. Y'all wild. Y'all wild. First of all, y'all talk about men and angles. What about women? Y'all got angles?
For
y'all
that?
will just be like, no, y'all want to make sure that they at least look
First
okay.
of all, I hate it. Listen, no, I don't know what the angles are. At least there probably are. I don't know what
catfish and cooches.
That is the worst thing to ask me for a picture. Like, don't ask me for a picture. I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the angles are, but I'm sure they exist.
Oh my God.
She said she had a great run. Cash App went crazy. Wow, that's crazy.
I have put it on wax to say if I was a woman out in these streets, I would be rich than a motherfucker. I'm sorry. I would be beyond rich. I would use every asset I got. I'd be walking around with everything and ain't giving up nothing.
Just you say every asset I got.
Everything.
You wouldn't, Mike, because you just told me that you don't send pics because
you don't trust. If I was a woman, I would be going crazy.
You got angles too, Mel? I don't know the angles. I mean, I'm sure they exist, but I just don't know what said angles are.
Boob angles. She said boob angles. There's boob angles?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess so.
100%.
Mel said I got angles. Y'all got everybody got that one little
feel better doing it as a woman, Mike.
I don't know. I just stated shits because I don't know because y'all want to look at no dude. I'm not into that as me being a guy.
Ever asked you for one and you were like, no?
Yeah.
You
I ain't giving you shit. Yeah, denying that shit. Hell yeah.
Were y'all talking? Were y'all in a relationship?
Doink. Nope. Huh?
Not the doink again. We all know where that went. Were y'all in a relationship?
No. Mm-mm.
If a girl that you were dating, like seriously, was your girl, and she asked you to see it, you wouldn't send it to her either?
You know what the problem is? I don't get told to send me one. I get told get over here so I can. It's like a come.
Right. I get it. No, that makes sense. But like, let's just say y'all, for whatever reason, are apart, and she like, I want to see it.
Hey. Yeah, if it's my person, maybe. It's just depending on how deep into it we are. If we had like the year 4, almost year 5 mark, I got you.
If we together and I say, can I see it? And you say no, I'm be like, excuse the hell out of me.
I mean, hey, just saying. He said I can write a dissertation on this. What did he say? He said boob angle on your back. Oh, I can pull up the picture. I can pull up the proof and show him what it looked like, Mark. I got the picture from you.
Wait a minute. Don't explain.
Yeah, he got wild pictures.
Listen, I've been trying for the longest to upload the things I have to do, and I can't for some reason upload because we were talking about. Remember, we were going to tell everybody, just so everybody knows. After this tonight, at I believe it will probably be 10.
Send it to me.
Central Standard Time. Okay. At 10 Central Standard Time or 10 Eastern Standard Time and 9 Central Standard Time over on TikTok, our friend Judy Tsunami will be doing Spanish with Judy night. And I was gonna send, of course, I keep just playing again as opposed to like sending it to you. That's it in the background. I'm trying to find out how I can send it to you.
Oh shit! What was that? Why you turn it off?
It's the song that's gonna play in the thing. I wanted to play her TikTok so that she made for us to post.
And that's Suavemente.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my shit. She got that Suavemente.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Y'all are wild in
I
these.
cannot upload it, but
so yes, I'm gonna say this real quick. It is not coming out into the shadows because it will be in the shadow realm and you'll be exposed to the world to see.
He is keeping it in the shadows.
Yes, and never.
But
never,
hopefully we can pull it up.
Maybe a wife. That's it.
Hopefully you can pull it up though. But
all right, let's see.
At
I got it. I think I got that
tonight, 10 Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Over on TikTok at Judy Tsunami, will be doing Spanish with Judy, and she will take all of your spicy phrases and tell you how to say them in Spanish. We have a good, fun time. You get in the box, you tell her what you want to say. She's going to teach you the phrase in Spanish, and then you have to say it back. So y'all should join us over there or on TikTok.
She got to say it back in Spanish. Oh man.
Yeah. She wants you to be able to say it back to her. So you have to memorize. We've learned plenty of.
That's decent. I like that. I like that
Absolutely.
a lot. She's trying to teach you some stuff, and then you go in there and.
You're right. It is literally every Black person Spanish song. We all know that one.
Listen, don't be hating. That Suavemente go hard.
But yeah, no. You should come though, Mike. It's a good time.
I'm gonna be a geek real quick. Don't get mad at me, but it is.
I took the chicken out earlier and it's defrosted. She'll tell you how to say exactly that. Just hop on over. So funny. You got it? How come you were able to get it and I couldn't?
Suave.
What, Suavemente? Are you trying to figure out how to spell it?
No, not that. I'm looking for something.
Oh, okay. Alright, I can't. But yeah, I tried to upload it and I couldn't. Worst comes to worst, I'm just gonna have to show it to y'all on my phone. I was supposed to.
She said.
Right? It's
sexy. That's gonna be sexy though. He gonna say it real sexy. He gonna look at it. You know, as sort of a thing. He gonna say some shit. They like, oh, what you say to me?
Everybody has different things that turns them on, and maybe that's the thing. Everybody has a different thing that turns them on.
As long as you say it's sexy, that's what matters. Huh?
Listen, everybody is turned on by different things. I was supposed to have made a flyer for her, but of course I worked until the bitter end, to literally the moment before we got on here, so I wasn't able to make one.
I'm almost there. Give me a second. Now, Mark, when you do say it, all you just took the chicken out the defrost and it's defrosting or something. Are you gonna have like a rose in your mouth when you do it too?
Not the rose. Oh my god.
I hate the fact that I got this long ass email. I am the worst. We'll be right with y'all guys. We just experiencing, some
We're attempting to get this up. But y'all should come. Everybody who's still in here. I hope to see y'all over there. I can't get it to upload for anything. Can you?
Huh?
And were you able to get it to load up the video?
I'm trying to pull the video up now. So what happens is if you go to if you're using if you send it to yourself on Facebook, you can upload it from your Facebook from your Messenger. Like send it to yourself in Messenger and then upload it. For some reason it changes the format once you do that.
Ooh. Round of applause. Do we have a round of applause? We need sound effects.
A round of applause for what?
He just finished making the chains.
A round of applause for me. Oh yeah, he. Oh,
What did you just?
what does that mean?
She's telling him how to. I think something about. I know that we're talking about meat.
Are you talking about the chicken? I took the chicken out earlier and it's now defrosting. They look so good. Hey, look, one day you gotta come on and show everybody. That's what. Ooh, I think I got next week's show, but
What?
that's up to him if he'll participate with it. He got like I don't know. I'll talk to him about that, and then I'll talk to you. I don't want to put it out here.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something about chicken. I was confused.
Mm-mm. Oh, you know what, Lee?
What's
Are
that?
you go to her page on here and share the screen?
What do you mean?
All right, I'm gonna go find Judy's page. Do you know what's the name of her TikTok page?
Hold on, I'll find it. Let me just mute this.
You just strategizing over everybody. That's all.
Mike, it's literally like it's at Judy and at Judy Tsunami.
Spell tsunami.
TSUNAMI.
MANI.
NAMI.
NAM.
Oh, Mike, did you see what the translation to what she said?
I don't know what the hell that means. Is hiding the meat. Yo, wow, yo.
I can't.
There you go. All right, is her advertisement on her page?
It's the third one after her last pinned one. So there's one that looks kind of purplish, and then the one right next to it is the advertisement.
Is it the one where she's shaking her head?
Yeah.
That's 8,000 followers now. Which she got 2 pages. Which page is the one?
Judy, are you at Judy Tsunami?
Yeah.
You see that there's 2 pin posts?
Well, I'm looking at it from the computer view. So,
Oh,
'cause like I
okay.
said, she has 2 pages. So one is private, the other one isn't.
I don't think it's the private one.
Okay. So I'm looking at the first one.
It's the one where there's like a split screen.
Where it's like all three, it's like all these people on the screen.
No, it looks like a split screen. Even though that is one, you can post that one. The one with all the people on the screen, that is another one.
Yeah, because the only ones I have from her is the viral ploppy doll thong shaper bodysuit thingy. Then there's a I don't have her advertisement.
Well, the
Oh
one.
wait. It says Spanish with Judy. She has one where it just shows her.
Okay, try that one.
That works. Try that one. Gosh darn it, Judy, you should help.
She tried. It's my fault.
Oh no, you're good. All right. But she ain't got Suavemente plan. I want the one with Suavemente.
It's on there. You just can't find it. You just can't find it. It's on
I just
there.
don't see it for nothing. Like I'm literally looking at the videos that she has up here.
It should be one of her most recent ones.
Yeah, the other one I see is the viral ploppy doll one, and then it's one of her on a headset, and then there's another one with the headset, and another one with the headset, and then
it's after those. Like but the one with all the people in the boxes, that's also for Spanish with Judy. Okay. You can play that one.
We're gonna run this one then. Who's singing?
I don't know. Not me.
I'm about to play it, so. You see it?
That's
Can you see it?
Judy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think that was. That's not the one. Hold on. Let me play it like this.
Just play it like this?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna hold the phone up to that.
We over there just trying to do some business, y'all. That's my shit right there.
You just want to hear the song, Mike. Let's face it. You just wanted to hear the song. That's all you wanted. You just wanted to dance. Anywho, y'all head over to Judy's right after this. Well, not right after, at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's about an hour away. We're about 45 minutes out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Well, we'll close it. Oh, damn. It was already up there still. So I know that's not the one. I just can't find.
It's
We can
not.
put the other one on. But for right now, this is all we got.
And I can't make it upload under here.
That's all we got, y'all. I tried.
It was a valiant effort on both of our parts. I tried to upload it. It wouldn't take the video.
It wouldn't do nothing. So, but all right, y'all. I'm getting off of here. I'm trying to pull up all the stuff. Make sure that y'all follow us on everything on the TikToks of worlds and all that good stuff. It's just basically just underscore basic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I forgot to change this. So let's go. Change this right here. I'm about to delete it. You'll see.
Good night. Thank you for coming, guys. We appreciate y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's me. I can see on our platform. So
we will see y'all.
Look, Yana, you know we sleepy. It's the first Monday, so we gotta get used to this.
And it's been and it's been the roughest day ever.
Yep. All right. Well, thank y'all for joining once again. We will see y'all next week. I'm gonna try to get something good for next week. So I'll talk to you about it later on. So
okay.
All right.
Sounds
All right. Y'all be safe. All right.